Have You Seen My Baseball, aka Josh, also his wife in the background talking shit.
Have you seen my baseball?
Have you seen
She's
my
got
baseball?
him.
Oh,
She got him. She got both my baseballs.
and so gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Reds because opening day is coming soon. Talk about the Bengals and how Flacco, even though he's 90 years old, still signed another year with the Bengals. Upcoming draft. Talk a little bit about the ridiculousness dealing around the atrocity with the 3 kids raping a teenage girl, the 90-year-old man killed by 2 kids, and then Alan Richardson's fight, and the new information came out with that, in case you're wondering, the new video that came out about that. So all that and more, and I'm sure Josh's wife will talk shit in the background on Idiocracy Talk Radio.
She can't hear.
It's Idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.
All right.
It's brisk, baby.
Idiocracy Talk Radio. Like I said, I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. We got Have You Seen My Baseball, a.k.a. Josh, the guy that changes the name like everybody else changes their underwear at least once a day.
Pretty much.
If you wear underwear.
If you wear underwear.
Right now,
I'm a camo guy.
You say a camel guy?
Camo.
Oh, he said a camel guy. I was like, I knew you always you tuck it underneath and make that little camel
Once you like to see it.
All right. So let's start far away, and then we'll come into the local stuff to end the show. But starting off, so Alan Richardson video. So sure you guys are aware, but for any of our listeners on, so Alan Richardson, which is also known for his portrayal in the most recent Reacher series, and
show him the tattoo. Show him the tattoo.
His new movie that just came out, War Machine.
Show him the tattoo.
Nothing to do with Marvel. Anyway, video came out that showed that he had gotten to a fight with one of his neighbors and that he was punching the neighbor. Well, just like anything else in the media and just like anything else in society, we don't get all the facts before people start talking shit. So, new info has come to light. By the way, the police have dropped the charges on Alan Richardson because he did not cause the fight. It showed in the video that he was actually self-defending himself. The neighbor actually is the one that started the fight, started the pushing, started making physical contact, and the only way to get him to stop was for the known actor to punch him in the face. So anyway, in the video, you see Alan Richardson is riding his motorcycle. The neighbor comes out and stands in the middle of the roadway, blocks the motorcycle, puts his hands on Alan Richardson, pushes him. There's communication back and forth. The neighbor then shoves him again, causes more physical contact, which then Alan returns the favor and punches him in the face. So in case you're wondering, in case you're, I don't know, an 18-year-old male in Texas that brings the knife to school, just so you know, this is what's called using force equal to force. Okay, so he punches because he gets pushed. He doesn't stab him in the heart because he gets pushed. All right, that's not equal. Just let you know, in case you're wondering about what's called equal in terms of what you can and cannot do in terms of self-defense, you fucking idiots. So anyway,
So,
go ahead, guys.
so from what I understand, there was no charges even pressed yet. No one pressed any charges. He wasn't arrested for anything. The police just came out and said they weren't charging him because of the information that came out.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, no formal charges. They did their investigation to ensure if they need to do charges. And then, based on all the video evidence, it came out that they were not going to pursue any charges because it was self-defense.
and I do want to say I do respect the guy, the neighbor. He came out on video and said, "I'm the one who started it. I'm the one who pushed him, and that caused him to pretty much beat my ass." So
Well, it's like Alan Richardson was
Took
saying,
accountability.
was like, "Are you drunk? Were you drunk, dude? Stop." I mean, first of all, standing in front of a motorcycle in your neighborhood, dumber than shit. You might be drunk. Second of all, do you not know who your neighbors are? Like in your subdivision? Go ahead.
Keep
You can
talking,
play
Matt. I've got the sound off. This is the video.
And yeah, he just does in front of him. Like, this is his GoPro camera right here that Richardson has. And it's just like, dude, the dude's probably 6'6", a shit brick house, and you still laid hands on him? You must be fucking drunk or high as fuck. Sorry, I'm not fucking around. I'm not fucking around with Reacher.
yeah, apparently this started on Saturday. I guess Richardson was riding his bike pretty fast in the neighborhood on Saturday, and then Sunday, I guess him and his kids were riding the motorcycle, and that's when the neighbor decided to jump in front of the bike and everything like that. But it's funny is because he went to go pick up this bike and then he almost wrecked his bike. I thought that was pretty funny too.
Well, and here's again, going off of this is why I fucking hate media sometimes, is because this is the first video that was released. This portion right here that shows him just beating the shit out of a guy.
And probably only that snippet of the video.
Right. And it's like, again, get all your fucking facts before you, like, that's the problem with our media nowadays is you have to, they don't care if they're right. They just have to be first.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, that's the thing. They're first to post it, and they fucking get all the credit.
And to be honest with you, what should happen is many more of these news agencies should be getting sued. There should be lawsuits because rushing out to let information out before you have the facts causes more issues than it can. You know, perfect example. In our criminal system, if you go to trial, you are judged by a jury of your peers. You don't think they're already persuaded by the media before they go into that?
I mean, pretty much.
That's the reason that's the reason the jury is not allowed to have no internet contact whatsoever or watch TV on shit.
After they've been selected.
That's after, and
yes, after
and
it
has to be.
I mean, in this situation, perfect example. The video already shows Alan Richardson beating the shit out of this guy, and then 3 days later they come out and they go, "Oh, by the way, there's more video." Let's say he was charged and he gets put in jail. Jury gets selected, and then magically they go, "Oh, now you can't look at the video and any media stuff." Oh, okay. Well, then I don't get to see the whole story. I just get to see the video of him beating the shit out of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Is the media fucking releases this shit before they have all the facts.
Joe,
he did beat the shit out.
He beat the shit out of it. Like, I mean, it wasn't over the top, but I mean, dude got fucking punched by Jack Reacher.
You got Reacher on your body?
Yeah, he does.
Josh needs to stop fucking worrying about what's on my body, fucking weirdo.
That too, buddy.
Fucking got a tramp stamp on the back end.
He seen that War Machine movie and got the letters that him and his brother had tattooed on their arms, so he wanted to be just like them.
No, it makes perfect sense. As many times as I want to. It reminds me not to.
Joe, did you like the movie War Machine though?
It was all right. I mean,
Yeah.
The only thing that drives me crazy about the War Machine movie, and of course it goes back to the audience itself, is there's so many conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Like, I mean, like there's actual conversation that says that he actually never made it back. So he actually, he's the only one that actually made it back, but he died. The other guy, like, never made it back. He was actually a ghost, and all this bullshit. And they're like, oh, well, that's why this guy didn't acknowledge this guy. And I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Like, no, that's not it. And then they're like, oh, look, his letters are red. That's for dead. And it's like, that's not true at all. Like, I mean, it's in real world, yes, but the fact that the commander shows that very patch at the very beginning, says I'm gonna slap it, like he's not gonna change the patch later on, and like, so it just. But overall, okay movie. I'm glad I didn't go to the movie theater and pay money to go see it, but it wasn't terrible. Like, I mean, I've seen some pretty terrible movies come out lately, so it wasn't bad. It's not gonna win any fucking Oscars, I'll tell you that. Let's be real, the reason it's not gonna win any Oscars because of the storyline, and then also the fact that it doesn't have enough gay men in it.
If
It's great. Well, he's our new action hero. He's our Arnold Schwarzenegger of now.
Hey, he's doing a great job, though. I mean, I don't know if you watched the Jack Reacher series, but I mean,
Reacher, and then go back to his first big break in a TV show was Blue Mountain State.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he did a great job.
He's a middle linebacker, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
funny as shit.
But the funny thing is like putting that character and then what he is now.
Yeah.
Fucking totally different.
The opposite.
It's like, holy shit. But you could say that about a lot of actors that have a lot of wide range. I mean, look at the movie Dazed and Confused, and look at like Ben Affleck and all those guys that were in that fucking movie.
All right.
Nice thing about it is the older I get, they always stay the same age. And that movie was made before the Epstein files, just so you know.
It was made by Harvey Weinstein.
Probably was. I'll look.
Yeah, I don't really know who made that
one. Probably not. But hey, since we're talking about superheroes and stuff, how about we give RIP shout out to the legend Chuck Norris, passing away last week.
Chucky.
I mean, I definitely want to, tip my hat and agree with you. Condolences to the Norris family and all his close friends. And the sad part is like there was actually just so you know, he actually didn't die a few days ago. He actually died 10 years ago. The problem is that the Grim Reaper took 10 years to muster up the courage to tell him.
You should be in Funny Bone. That was a comedic series right there.
But also, we should also be sad because everyone knows that Chuck Norris's tears can cure cancer. Unfortunately, we know he doesn't cry, and now that he's gone from this earth, we definitely will not find the cure of cancer anytime soon.
We'll find out.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was definitely sad. I mean, 86 years old. I mean, he had a great career. He was a great human being. I mean, any reports you ever see, he's one of those celebrities that lives his life well. And
don't blame me on this one.
Do stupid shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That are not role models. Chuck Norris was truly one of those role models that you could actually point your kids to and say, this is the type of person you want to grow up to be like.
You do that.
Yep. Stay true too.
And in case you're wondering, he was an Air Force veteran. So.
Bring it, Big Joe. What? I just want to see his tattoo.
Hunter wants to see your tattoo, Joe.
I don't have a shirt on.
He's right here.
Hi. Show me your tattoo.
Hunter, you just made this show go from PG to rated R with those man.
Hunter, put a bra on.
Shut up, man.
Here, Hunter. Here, Hunter.
Oh, he already walked away. Hunter, come here. Hurry up.
DFO.
DFQ, fucker.
DFQ.
What's that? Oh.
Really copied off War Machine.
Yeah, he did.
The
what's
letter
that?
of War Machine, you
And the
fucking
same
dude.
spot.
Guess what?
Anyway, DFQ, don't fucking quit.
San Francisco right now.
So since we're on a line, since we're on that line, don't fucking quit. If I would go to these fucking numbskulls that are fucking 20 years older or less than that, breaking in a 90-year-old man's house. Did you guys hear about this?
Oh,
Go
the
ahead,
two
tell us a
kids.
little bit about it, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know exactly what state it happened in, but you got two teenage kids that were surveillancing the streets early in the afternoons and stuff like that in daytime. Then as soon as the sun went down, they started kicking in this guy's house door in, who's 90 years old. And next thing you know, the 90-year-old guy just opens up fire through the door, killing two teenage kids.
I thought you killed one and one lived.
No, they're both dead.
No, they're both dead? Okay.
So, and the one mom is like saying, you didn't use the guy used excessive force as they were trying to kick his door in. All they were going to do is rob you, and you took their lives. You took my kid's life. Like, are we just fucking stupid? Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe, do you want to show the video? I mean, it's only like 20 seconds. I sent it to you.
I mean, to your point, it's nighttime. You got a 90-year-old man. You're kicking in his door. He's startled. He don't know what the fuck's going on. What do you think he's gonna do? I mean, I guess the kids thought it was gonna be easy score, go in, rob them. But who knows what these kids were gonna do? If he got confronted, were they gonna do anything? What if they hit him a few times and knocked him over and killed him?
Well,
You know?
here's where the fucking the disconnect is. Like, and I'm gonna preference this by saying, because I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, this isn't just black people. There's white people. There's Mexican people. I don't see a whole lot of Asian people, so maybe they're actually not the stupid ones in the world. But these fucking people are so ignorant when it comes to they're disconnected on the facts of reality. If you kick in a door to someone's house, guess what? I don't have to sit and ask you what your intention is. I can
in some
fucking
states
put
you do.
multiple holes in your ass and tell you to figure it out tomorrow.
Joe, honestly, all you gotta do is look behind you on your screen. FAFO.
Yeah.
FAF5.
Matt, when did you send me the video?
Should have been probably Friday last week.
So don't do what Joe just said. Whatever you do.
Bullshit,
some
you
states-
fucking kick in my door?
So here's the problem with that problem, Joe, is yes, if I kick in your door and I'm walking in your house and you shoot me and it's in the back, you are gonna get charged.
Well, joke's on you, because if you kick in my door, you're facing me when I shoot you.
I mean,
Sometimes these kids
take
take
right then.
If you're running away, then you're right. I have to stop my force. But if you kick in my door and I come down the stairs and you're still facing me, guess what? I have every right to shoot you, because my
In
family.
some states, not all. in some states.
Here's
Not
what I'm
all.
gonna say to that. Here's what I'm gonna say to that. I don't care if I fucking live in a liberal state or a conservative state. Okay, you fucking kick in my door, read the letters behind me, fuck around and
Hey,
find
Matt,
out, because
we're gonna
with
go
my
kick his door
family
in.
in the house, I have every right to protect myself and my family, and I will do so.
Well,
And here's the thing.
that's why they have the old saying.
Ammo
That's why
is
they have
too
the
expensive to give warning shots anymore.
that's the reason they have the saying. Drag them inside.
You can't shoot him in the back. That's all. That's
Yeah,
all
but
I say.
the funny thing is, there's surveillance cameras. There's a camera on his front porch. Like, these guys are that stupid to kick his door in. So it's like, you guys are just fucking idiots. First of all, and like I said, young stupid teenagers. It's just like,
And for
like
the mom,
you're fucking stupid.
I mean, I can see the mom being upset about the situation, but the kid should have never been in that situation. Why are they doing what they're doing?
Well, that's the other thing, is like the mom getting on there going, "You used excessive force." Are you fucking serious? Like,
he's a 90-year-old man.
okay, here.
What kind of force is he going to have to protect himself from two teenagers? I'm sorry. A 90-year-old man's not going to have much strength. He's going to get easily overpowered by two teenagers. Sorry.
My thing is, like, these fucking parents and stuff. It's like, here's the thing. Maybe, just maybe, because, granted, some kids travel.
Joe, I just sent you the video.
No,
I
I
sent
got
it
it.
to you.
I got it.
Okay.
I found it. Like, maybe, just maybe, some kids, every once in a while you have a good parent and kids rebel and they do stuff. But let's be real. 99% of the time, your kid's kicking indoors and doing shit like this, you might want to check yourself as a parent. Just saying. Like, and then to make the idiotic comment of all they were going to do is rob you. Like, get you dumb. Like, sorry, but not sorry. All right, here's the video.
He only wanted to rob you, and you killed him. You're gonna pay for that.
Shut up! The one who should pay is you.
A 90-year-old man shot and killed two masked teenagers who tried to break into his home late at night in a small town in Ohio. Police say the 17 and 18-year-old suspects had been seen earlier on neighborhood cameras, appearing to scout the area before returning to commit the break-in. Around 11 p.m., the teens forced open the back door, triggering the homeowner's alarm. Startled awake, the elderly man grabbed his firearm and confronted the intruders. Seconds later, gunshots echoed through the house. One teen died at the scene, and the other was pronounced dead at the hospital. In court, the teenagers' families argued that the homeowner used excessive force and demanded $1 million in compensation.
Demanded $1 million. $1 million.
What's that for?
Let's be real. It's a small town in Ohio. Hell, if they're in Cincinnati, they'll probably get 2.4.
No, that's only at the police shooting.
I don't know. Cincinnati seems that this new mayor, this current mayor, fucking loves handing out money that he ain't got.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I mean, hell, for all we know, the judge says you're crazy. This guy did nothing wrong but protect himself, and then the mayor will come out and go, you know what? We feel bad because the judge was too mean to you. Here's 2.4 million. Like, fucking jackass.
Shame on you for kicking my door in and setting my alarm off.
I mean, do you think your kid's life's worth just $1 million? To your kids' lives? Oh, it's just $1 million.
A lot. Here's the thing. Let's be real. Again, let's be real. Okay. Like I said, not all the time. There are some kids that stray from the path and end up being something that their parents, and sometimes it's in a good direction, sometimes it's a bad direction. But 99% of the time, 99% of the time, if you look at the kids, you can see how they're raised at home. And I promise you, those two kids kicking indoors and stuff like that, The mama and baby daddy, because I'll be shocked if they even in the picture, asking for $1 million. They saw this as a payday. That's all it was. I'm upset I lost my kid, but let's go for a payday.
That's my point. Like, you're asking for money, right? That's all you're doing. $1 million. That's the price of your kids. No, your kids are priceless. Fucking priceless.
According to them, they don't give a fuck. Their kid can be fucking 6 feet under. All they want a payday.
Mm-hmm.
They want to live large the rest of their life.
I mean, they'd blow that.
It won't be the rest of their life. Now, there was a parent, a lady, her daughter died, and then there was a wrongful death suit. They settled out of court for $7 million. 4 years later, the lady had spent all the money, and then she was trying to sue the company for more money. But because she had signed a no-compete and all this other stuff, she can't sue them. But it was because she burned through the money. So $1 million ain't going to last. I mean, fucking people spend money. It's ridiculous.
Yep, pretty much. Especially now.
That's how stupid they are. Gotta get my nails done, my hair did, and I get my new wardrobe every week.
But here's the thing. You're looking at 17, 18-year-old kids. What have we noticed in the last, I would say, the last 30 days? What do we keep hearing about?
Shit. I ain't going there.
No. I'm saying there's over in Cincinnati, we had a street takeover that was thwarted by the police. They were all 17, 18, 19-year-old kids that were arrested. Then just this past weekend over on Glenway, there was 200 teens stopping traffic, trying to do a street takeover, not with racing cars this time, but just taking over the neighborhood.
Well, on top of that, to add to that, Josh, there was
16,
also
17, 18-year-old kids.
So Western Hills, over near West High, the businesses over there have been complaining because the kids get out of school and then they've been sticking around, stealing, causing fights, disrupting businesses, because they have to wait for school buses or not school bus, but public transportation, because since I have public schools, they get all this money, but they don't transport the kids.
Nope. Got to take the metro.
They got to take the metro, so they wait around and do stupid shit.
Yep. So
the funny thing is how stupid the scenario is too. What's right next to Western Hills High School?
A McDonald's.
No, what is like right next to it?
Oh,
police department. So it's like you fucking they don't fucking care, dude. They don't respect authority. They don't give a fuck. The way the juvenile system, the fucking way it's so fucking blown up in stupid ways that they're just going to stifle the rest and they're out the next day.
But Matt,
simple as that.
Let's be real with the scenario. Let's say Cincinnati Police puts a couple officers over there to make sure nothing happens. Guess what? Now somebody's protesting that police department for being racist because they're stereotyping, or they're looking for kids to cause trouble, and it's like, no, fuckface. I know because I've been getting reports. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And when it comes down to it, is maybe if the parents actually did their fucking job, wouldn't have this problem.
Let's keep the theme going a little bit here, stupid, and just prove how something's just so ignorant and stupid. What happened down in Miami a couple weeks ago? 3 teenage kids.
Yeah.
Well, Daytona will come up in a second, but talking about like there was a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 15-year-old that held a 15-year-old girl down, shoved rocks in her mouth, while another 15-year-old raped her.
For 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes. Raped her. Now, what in the fuck is going on? 15, 13, and 12. Are you fucking kidding me? And from what I heard, the 12-year-old is getting probation right now, or he's released from jail because during the molestation or during the rape, he's the one that put the rocks in the girl's mouth. He was trying to tell them to stop what they were doing at 12 years old. But yet you still held her down.
And stuck rocks in her fucking mouth.
I'm sorry. All 3 kids charged as adults. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. What in the fucking hell is going through your fucking kid's head that this is appropriate at all? And that where are the fucking parents at in this situation?
Well, just
If that kid's getting an ankle monitor and going home and put on probation until the court comes to, like, I guess, an agreement on this or the court case, then I think one of the parents should be in jail then. Now, if there's only one parent, I'm sorry. If that one parent needs to be in jail, then and they hang out with their grandma or grandpa, then grandma or grandpa aren't around, I don't know. They put the kid back in jail. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. You ruined that fucking girl's life for the rest of her life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I mean, her relationships
Yeah,
are
nightmares
from here on out. Therapy is going to be out the roof. Like, the emotional and physical trauma that she's dealt with. Like, and then the fact that, like, these parents disconnected. Oh, they're just kids. You want to try, and then they throw the fucking race card. Oh, it's because he's a black kid. No, it's because he's a fucking rapist.
And he's 12.
We never.
Maybe he didn't do the raping. Maybe he didn't do the raping, but he was in on it.
You don't have to say the race of the kids. You just say 3 kids that are this way. It's 3 kids this age. This is this age. This is what happened. You don't have. You didn't have to do that because, in everybody's mind, everybody knows that's fucking wrong. They're all gonna say, these kids fucking need to be locked up in jail right now. Tried as an adult because you knew exactly what you're doing.
Hey Joe, guess what happens if you're a fucking third world? If you're in a third world country, what happens to you?
They're gonna kill you.
These kids are fucking going to the fucking gas chamber or fucking gunned down in front of everybody.
Oh, they don't go. They don't go to the gas chamber. They fucking get.
I'm being sarcastic.
Beheaded.
Except in Muslim countries. If you're Muslim, you can rape girls.
Oh, it's not pretty. I promise you. Like, well, and you know, it's funny. Like, and I'll be honest with you. This is one of the few times that I actually think the politicians are right on the money, or at least in the right. So this is already going in a couple states, but Ohio, as of March 15th, March 25th, has proposed a new bill. It's House Bill 2271 that would allow judges to order either a chemical or surgical castration for individuals convicted of raping a child.
100% needs to happen.
That fucking needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, simple as that. You fucking rape a child, like.
You don't even have to just say it's a child. You rape someone else, a woman, a man. Sorry.
I mean, we talked about it in previous shows. Like I said, if you're a rapist, like, I think you should be tattooed on your forehead and put in general population. Good luck.
You are correct. They'll take care of you there. I mean, if my tax dollars is going to go somewhere, they might as well go somewhere to do that fucking shit. That's the only thing I fucking agree with 100%.
I will gladly pay the taxes for that tattoo to happen on their fucking forehead. And then, I mean, let's be real. General population, go ahead. Like, I ain't got to pay for any of the chemical stuff because you're going to get fucked up pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing. Like, here's the thing. Like, people don't understand. The reason our crime rate continues to climb is because there's no true consequences anymore. So
no, it's because you got all these judges that are just allowing these people out and not charging them the way they should, letting them out on no bail.
Well, hold on. It's also because the politicians are coming down on us harder and harder because to be a police officer this day and age, they don't want to fucking arrest certain situations or be in certain situations because it causes this type of shit right here. You know, what it does.
Not only that, but for a police officer, let's be real. Police officer arrests the person, does everything correctly, fills out all the paperwork, does all the fucking work. Judge gets them, lets them go. Police officer goes, I put all this fucking work in for nothing. What's the fucking point?
Well, we can go back for an incident that happened last year right before summertime with the hitting incident. You know, he's running away from police out of a stolen car. You know, he don't aim a gun at an officer, but he has a gun. Officer opens up fire and kills the son. The next day, dad sees the video. Dad takes an officer's life, basically saying a life for a life. That's what his scenario is. I mean, it's kind of fucked up that you've been putting all this training for what you are supposed to be police for, but yet you do your training right, and next thing you know, you're trying to reverse the rules. Like it was excessive shooting. He should never shot him. Motherfucking kid had a gun on him. Period. You know, like if the kid learns anything is when a police officer says stop running or don't run, what are you gonna do? They're gonna run. You've been trained stupidly. That's your call. And guess what? FAFO. Sorry. Just sorry.
And unfortunately, like you would think people would, I mean, there's a lot of videos out there that are stupid, but there are more videos out there, more and more, and they continue to grow, which is why people should get the fucking hint. Where even a simple traffic stop where people, you know, they get stopped by the officer, the video and the officer, you know, the officer, 99% of the time, the officer's very professional. They're like, you know, hey, reason I pulled you over is blah, 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 blah. Do you have your license and registration? And they always want to fuck around.
Not just that, too. It's just as stupid as these fucking protesters sitting in the middle of the fucking street, you know, and blocking the street. Fuck, if I'm in that car, I gotta be somewhere. I'm sorry. I'm fucking running your ass over. Get the fuck out of the road.
Well, and that's also, again, where people disconnect. They don't know their actual rights. You know, they're like, oh, I'm allowed to protest. You are allowed to protest. But it also says that you are allowed to protest, but you are not allowed to disrupt businesses, disrupt the flow of traffic. You are not allowed to prevent people from moving freely. Like, all these things that you do, and then you try to say, oh, I have freedom to protest. You're right, but you're a fucking idiot. No.
Well, sponsor us.
Yeah. Then on top of it, you got these these kids that they do these protests and stuff like that. And here's my take on it when it comes to kids. Do the kids have rights? Yes, absolutely. But perfect example. So my son got mad at me the other day and he said, well, you get to say whatever you want. And I said, you're right. I'm 43 years old. And he goes, well, I have freedom of speech too. And I was like, you have as much freedom of speech as I allow you. Because until you're 18, I'm responsible for you. So therefore, I give you those rights and freedoms. There are certain ones that you're guaranteed, but there are other ones that you don't get as much as the adults do.
But you know what? Your son is correct, and you're correct on it too, because the thing is, he does have freedom of speech. But the thing is, in your world, since you're the adult, there's consequences for his freedom of speech.
And then I've instilled to him that even when he becomes an adult, even as for me, I have freedom of speech, but there are consequences for what you say.
True. Very true.
You know? And that's the problem. These fucking kids, like, especially the ones that are like, oh, my mom and dad said that I can go out and protest this and I can say this and I can do this and blah, blah, blah. And then they go, well, why the fuck am I getting in trouble? Because you're an idiot.
Because sometimes there's consequences.
Well, let's just, and like you said, you don't have to base this off of fucking race in general, too, like you were saying before, Josh. But let's stay in the same state where we're talking about Miami, Florida. Let's just take spring break, for instance. What the fuck happened in Daytona? Are you fucking kidding me? You have fucking armed You have armed police with shotguns and riot gear fucking clearing the beaches off because they brought Ray Ray with them on fucking spring break, and they fucking, next thing you know, all hell breaks loose. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
I guarantee.
The nice thing with Florida is what they told these people was like, hey, if you're starting it and you're bringing people to this area, we're going to charge you all. We're not charging just the thing. If you're the one promoting this, you're going to get charged too. So
I don't know if it's Florida or. Go ahead. Sorry.
Apparently, two
page
promoted one of the beach takeovers, and the cops went after them because of that, because they're responsible for it.
But see, that's the fucking thing. Why are you doing a beach takeover? Like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, oh, we're gonna fucking prove all these people wrong, and we're just gonna take over the whole beach. Like, what are you proving? The ignorance of fucking 4 fucking girls wearing fucking different color hair, fucking getting their weaves thrown in the air and getting the shit beat out of them. How you break it up? How do you break it up? I'm gonna shoot a gun in the fucking air because I'm a badass.
That was my point earlier. There's something going on in these 18, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids now. Like, they think it's okay to do all these big takeovers and think they can get away with a lot of stuff.
Because the law doesn't affect them. That's fucking why.
Well, once
apply to them.
Arrest these people, then it's gonna fuck their lives. They can't do half this shit.
Well, that's what I was trying to say before. Is I don't know what state it is, but I think there's a state. I thought it was Florida.
It is Florida.
No. Florida, where like if your kid fucks up, the adults are gonna be charged.
Oh no, I don't know.
Parents. I don't know what state that's in, but I thought it was Florida. They were saying because they're tired of fucking around this shit, dude. I guarantee you they are.
Here's the problem: if they're 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, I mean, it's not on the parents at that point.
Here, I'll explain right now what's wrong with the world.
The smartest, the fastest, reproduced in greater numbers than the rest. A process which had once favored the noblest traits of man now began to favor different traits. Most science fiction today was more civilized and more intelligent. But as time went on, things seemed to be heading in the opposite direction, a dumbing down. How did this happen? Evolution does not necessarily reward intelligence, with no
Oh shit, I'm pregnant again!
I got too many damn kids. Thought you was on the pill or some shit.
Hell no!
Must have been thinking of Brittany.
Brittany? No, you.
That right there is exactly why the world is the way it is, because unfortunately, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I don't want people like being killed off and stuff like that. Like, that's not what I'm preaching at all. But because we do not have any natural predators anymore, unfortunately, the dumb continue to reproduce and the dumb continue to overpopulate. And because of that, the world's IQ continues to decrease.
Just in America.
No, not just in America. Let's be honest with you. I mean, you can watch.
No, because
Great Britain.
Honestly,
a lot of places around the world, dumbing down is happening.
it is, and they're also bringing their religion and beliefs to America too to tell us more down, and we got to fucking be the immigrants that want to take them in for stupid shit.
Well, to kind of go off that, Matt, here's the thing, though. Bringing your religion, that's fine. I mean, bringing your religion, your beliefs, your culture, and all that stuff to the United States is great because that's why we're a melting pot. However, where people get disconnected is you can bring those in, but the main religion, the main driving culture, all that stuff of the country, not just our country, but of a country, isn't going to change for you, or shouldn't change for you. If you go to China, I guarantee you, here's the thing, you go to China and start saying, well, why aren't you following all my Christian beliefs and blah, blah. They just fucking run you over with a tank and just say good luck. Like, they don't fucking care. If you go to the Middle East and start preaching about what, I brought my culture, why don't you follow mine, or why don't you speak English? They fucking just either deport you or kill you. It don't matter. Like, that's where people get disconnected. We live in a great country because, yes, you are welcome here, absolutely. But you got to understand, the country does not conform to you.
True. I mean, you could go around wearing shirts that say "Save the Chubby Unicorn." So hey, you know what? That's what you believe in. Fuck it. Let's protest it. Let's save it.
Hey, the chubby unicorns, some of them are in danger of being extinct, and damn it, you gotta save them. All right?
But that's the freedom you have in this country. It's the freedom you have in this country. The only thing is, you can't take the law in your own hands in America. You got to know the law, and you got to do it the right way by being a U.S. citizen. You got to come in the proper protocol way.
Being a U.S. citizen means that you follow the laws to become a U.S. citizen. So, and on top of that, like, where people need to understand is that your beliefs, and this again, this is where our culture is completely fucking up, or our country is completely fucking up. People need to understand that you're allowed to have your beliefs and stuff like that, but where the disconnect since COVID happened to now is that people think that you should have to conform to my beliefs. That's not how it works. We can agree to disagree. I don't have to.
I think that started before COVID. I think
it got worse during COVID.
Back in like 2016 is when people started. When Trump came in office. That's when everything started.
I would argue it started when Obama was in office, but
yeah, when the Epstein shit started happening.
Well, so you got this going on, and perfect example, we've got people, I mean, there's fucking people that are getting videos of like trying to sue businesses because their religion's not allowed to have pork, and so they shouldn't be serving pork. And it's like, then don't fucking go to that restaurant, you fucking dumbass.
Or guess what? Order something else that doesn't have pork in it. They're on it.
Order something else.
There's a fucking menu there for a reason.
Well, let's be honest. Let's just say you go to one of these restaurants and they cook your food and they don't follow proper food protocol, right? So they're mixing utensils with the pork and your chicken or something else. Then you're eating that pork. Yeah, that can happen. The
then you eat
contamination.
There's also, I mean, if we're gonna go hypothetical, there's also a chance that they mess up your order and you ask them to fix it, and then Big Bertha's in the back wiping her under boob with your fucking sandwich because you made her go back there and fucking redo it. And then you ask for light mayonnaise, so she goes back there and fucking gives you some toe jam and everything else. I mean, there's all kinds of scenarios that can fucking happen. What it comes down to is if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, or it doesn't follow your religion or your beliefs or your culture, don't fucking eat there. Don't give them your money. Not fucking
That's
difficult.
what I do. That's what everybody in Cincinnati did with Lucius Q. Besides blowing them up on Facebook.
I mean, you can post something that says, "Hey, I'm choosing not to eat there because I found out that they mix their utensils in their different food products, and therefore they're not going to be, aligned with my culture or my belief system and blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to eat there." Well, guess what? You just notified everybody that this is what you found out, and this is why you're not going to eat there. And they can make an informed decision on whether they want to eat there or not. You don't get to sue them to try to stop serving a certain product because it doesn't conform to you.
Correct.
Oh, hell no. I'm suing you for $1 million.
$1 million because you used excessive force to beat that chicken.
You pounded that chicken with that meat cleaver. Pound, 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 pound.
Okay, let's get off this shit, guys.
Well, People are fucking stupid. Like that's what it comes down to. Is people are fucking stupid.
Speaking of people stupid, before we move on to sports,
so let's talk about stupid. So so the 90-year-old man has re-signed with the Bengals. I mean, Flacco has re-signed with the Bengals.
Hold on, before we go there, I want to talk about ICE being in the airports all of a sudden, real quick.
Oh yeah, filling in for the TSA that everyone's upset and saying that that Trump doesn't want to pay, but who's actually causing that shutdown right now again?
The demigods.
The Democrats keep trying to push stuff that for ICE to be defunded and all this stuff, and this clean DHS bill to fund them. And it's like ICE is already funded through like 2028, so fucking drop it. It's like at this point, you're hurting America like you did before. So what does Trump do?
And that's where
Trump
people need to wake up. They don't
He's
care.
like, you know what? I've got federal agents that they're already getting paid. Let's put them in the airport.
Fuck yeah.
Because we got 2, 3, 4 hour lines in a lot of these big major airports, and everybody's like, "Oh, ICE is going to kill us in the airports." I can't believe you're doing this, but it seems like they're not wearing masks, right? They're handing out water. Everybody's saying they're so nice. They're not what the media has portrayed them at all. So,
because you know why? Because you know why? They're there to keep the peace and make sure nothing gets out of hand. That's all it is.
And they're the ones not checking the IDs either. They're literally just.
So the thing is, like right now, I'm fucking aggravated with the gas prices because I'm saying like Trump, come on, man, try to get this shit lower in our fucking economy. But I get it, what you're doing. But it's the you see for fuck what he's doing for the airport security is you got agents that are paid and are already paid for, put them to use. I get it. Our tax dollars are going to good work.
So
not mad about it at all.
Before you go completely off on the gas, I understand gas is high.
Oh, I'm not going off. I'm just giving you an example.
No, I know. But what's coming up? Summer. What happens in March and April of every fucking year?
Well,
the oil companies change to the summer blend, and guess what happens when that happens? Prices always go up.
Well,
so part of it is
just because of the blend, but because they raise prices because they know people are going to travel more, so they want to make them more profit.
No, but my point is I already expected the gas to go up anyway, not up $1, but I expected to be around $3.50 anyway. And just because the blends, maybe not everybody knows that, but that's what happens when you change from the winter blend to the summer blend. Prices go up. And to your point, Joe, is look, we're producing enough oil. We got millions and millions of barrels from Venezuela. Like, it's these oil companies. That's what it is. They want profits. They haven't seen profits like this in how long since Trump's been off? A year? Because
when's the last time you guys saw Land? Have you guys watched Landman yet?
Yeah. Yeah, it's these oil companies. They know what the fuck they're doing. They're raising these prices because they know they can, so they can take their profits now.
But is Trump letting it happen? Yeah.
Well, let's be real though. He's working on some fixes.
Well, here's the problem.
He's trying to get that canal put in.
If it works out in the way he wants it, oil was going to go down even more. We might see fucking $1.25 gas again.
Here's the thing, though. We're not ever going to see $1.25 gas anymore unless you have the $1 off at Kroger. It's not going to happen. Because for two reasons. Okay, no, it's not going to happen for two reasons. One, and we've talked about this before, okay? Companies raise their prices, and guess what? People have gotten used to paying that. Companies aren't going to lower prices and start losing money. So they're going to keep the prices high. So the fact that it's over $2, it's going to stay over $2. It's not going to go up.
I'll give you that 100%. And also, there's gonna be a new election in 2.5 years from now. By the time oil goes down, it might just go back up, depending on what our next president is.
It's not gonna go back. We're not ever gonna see that $1.25 ever again. Like, it'd be great, but it's not gonna happen. I mean, if we can keep gas at around 2 something, like reasonable, and then get discounted companies with like the $1 off from Kroger's and stuff like that, that's livable. But the unfortunate thing is, again, what people got to understand, fossil fuels aren't going to be here forever, you know? And I mean, are we good right now? Yeah. Are we good for another 10 years? Probably. After that,
we're probably good with fossil fuels for the next couple 100 years.
I think we're as good as good until we're dead. Fuck it, they can figure it out after that. Don't look it up, Joe. It's not a big deal.
We're probably good for at least 150, 200 years.
Is that just a you guess, or just to be looked up?
That's Josh.
You just got to keep drilling. Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill.
So the estimations for fossil fuels are oil is roughly about 100 years left. Natural gas is about 50 to 100 years. Coal is about 150 years. That's estimates. Now, here's the thing. We also know that, let's be real, people try to talk that shit up because then it raises the prices, because supply and demand, if I have less of it and you need it, I can raise the price of it. But do I think it's 200-300 years? Josh, you're reaching at that point.
So do I need to go fucking Cold War mode and just start storing up on oil barrels in my backyard?
Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest.
HOA's gonna be pissed at me.
Right?
So let me
Tell me baby oil and you're rubbing it on your chest in the summer.
Let me ask you guys a question. Serious question. You got photos of yourselves, right? You die. Your kids get them. They have your photos. Your kids ended up living their life. They died. Goes to your grandkids. Then your great. Are they gonna really remember that shit in 4 generations? Probably not.
Not this day and age, no.
So it wasn't.
Hold on. This has come out of left field. Like, give me a hint here, because we went from talking about oil for 150 years to you got pictures of yourself and your great grandkids aren't gonna fucking remember. There's got to be a point to this.
What the fuck did Pages say? What the hell did Pages say to you?
What did Pages say to you? They don't remember you or something?
No, in 150 years, none of it's gonna matter. I mean, we're not gonna even know our great grandkids.
I won't fucking be here, so that's not the point.
Exactly. That's my point.
But
who cares?
The idea is that you don't fuck up. Here's the thing. Even with that knowledge, you do not live your life where it's like, fuck it, I'll just destroy the earth and everybody else can deal with the aftermath later.
Oh,
like,
I mean, I guess
get Paige and Hunter back in here again, because I guarantee they're going to be pissed if that's Dad's point of view. Let's fuck up the earth.
Josh, the only thing I can probably say is, if I come back and I'm reincarnated and I'm married like one of your relatives, I'm gonna be pissed in the future. That's the only thing that's fucking better.
You're coming back as a cockroach, you fuck.
He's coming
back.
Kill.
And I emphasize the cockroach because you're a dick.
Oh. I'm so glad you fucking skipped dinner for us.
Hey, you forced my hand, so this is what you get. You get the.
What the fuck are you eating dinner at 10 o'clock anyway? All right, let's move on to Joe Flacco. So Joe Flacco signed with the Bengals. Thoughts, prayers, what? Do you think?
I want to hear. I'll let Joe. Since it's sports, I want Joe to go first because I want to hear Joe's thoughts. Then I bounce off to him.
Well, in terms of having Joe Flacco on the roster, I think it's great because I think that Burrow is a good quarterback, but I also think it is nice to have a veteran Super Bowl winning quarterback that Burrow can throw with and work with and maybe learn some things that he can adjust his game to improve. Do I think that Flacco is going to be some magic bullet that gets us to the Super Bowl or something? No. But do I think he brings that veteran experience to the game that will allow Burrow, hopefully he takes the knowledge in, to improve his capability? I hope so. That's my thought.
So,
I mean, is it an insurance policy for the Bengals?
No.
no, not at all.
No. I mean,
You don't
if
think they signed him
I'm
right
in the
after that?
office making these numbers, I'm literally looking at it as, hey, Flacco, would you like to come back for one more year, spend some time, work with Burrow? God forbid, we might need you to step on the field if something happens, but hopefully not. Hopefully you're there just to support him and help him before you retire. You get a good paycheck.
My point of the question is do you think that was the Bengals? Like, as soon as he got signed, it only took him, 4 days to sign Flacco after Burrow was playing the flag football and took a hit and people fucking started gasping? Like, you got a franchise.
No, that's just
No, the reason
that's just I get what you're saying there, but it's not Joe Flacco, it's Glass. I'm sorry, Flacco. Well, it's not Joe Burrow, it's Joe Glass Burrow. He's glass. I mean, the guy's injury prone where he got it. So we're going to sign Josh Johnson, so we had our insurance when we signed him. Now, to improve the depth of the situation, yeah, why not sign the motherfucker? You only signed him for $3 million. The other $3 million is incentives. No, that's why I said, let me finish here, young boy. $3 million is guaranteed. The other $3 is incentives. So $6 million, you're right. $3 million on top of that. Other $3 million is incentives. $3 million guaranteed. $3 million incentives. So is it an insurance policy? I mean, you could say, yeah, but where you signed Josh Johnson?
I don't think it's an insurance policy. I think
Flacco's contract is $6 million, but could be worth up to $9 million. So I was right, you were wrong.
Yeah, it could be.
Unless you get showed to me. I heard $3 million incentives. So.
It's on ESPN.
But it still doesn't make an insurance policy. The reason I think it got signed so quickly is Flacco's looking at it and going, this is the best deal I'm going to get at my age. No one else is going to fucking pay me more. And I plan on retiring next year more than likely. So fuck it. I'll take some good money. I'll get out of here. And in terms of the Glass Burrow bullshit, here's my thing with this, okay? Let me ask you, and it goes along with what I'm about to say, but I want to ask this question first, okay? How many folds does it take if you fold frontwards, backwards in the same place? How many folds does it take to tear a dollar bill?
I mean, all I got to do is go like that and I tear it.
Okay, but did you hear my fucking question?
No, I didn't. So say it again.
If you
folds
fold a dollar in the same spot, backwards and forwards, how many times does it take before it tears?
I don't think it tears.
Doesn't tear.
It does. After 4,000 folds. Okay.
Oh, over and over.
My point to that is everybody keeps calling Burrow glass. The fucking dude has been hit more fucking times than any quarterback should. You think he's not going to get hurt? Goes back to what I've said 1,000 times. He needs somebody to fucking block for him.
Okay, so I just read up, and Josh is correct. Still there, Josh?
Don't say it too loud. He gets a big head.
He might be gone, but he is correct. So I think he is right. It is an insurance policy. He's getting paid $6 million, and that goes into our fucking linebacker fucking veteran money because we only had so much money left over. And there's an extra $3 million in incentives.
I think we had 19 million.
I think we had around, but you want to keep around $12 million, I think, for the rookies, for the draft picks. So that goes into our money right there. That's $6 million. But can you defer some of that? I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's typical Bengals. You're paying so much up front for a player. Like, give him $3 million. Give him a $3 million signing bonus. You know,
But I'm kind of with you on that. I like the signing, and if Josh Johnson does not stay with us, does Josh Johnson's contract get voided and we keep that money? So that could
yes.
be another scenario too. So we probably could make another. I don't know how much we pay for Josh Johnson, but I think it's like 2 to 3 million maybe. So we get that money back. So
Yeah. So everything I heard too was the Bengals were going to try to sign Flacco, and Josh Johnson was going to be that quarterback that's going to run like the practice squads and fill in for when Flacco couldn't, you know. So that's why they signed it. Everything I heard, they were going to try to re-sign Flacco no matter what. It just was funny that Burrow got hit in that flag football game on Saturday, and then by today they signed Flacco. So
well, Flacco already said it anyway. If he's not going to start, he's coming back to Cincinnati. He already done said that.
yeah.
And like the only two teams he was big on was Falcons and fucking Minnesota. I don't think he wants to play. I don't think he wants to play for Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh and
That would
fucking
be funny. That
yeah,
would
that would be funny. They play against us, twice a year.
Oh no! It just he would complete the carousel at that point. He would play for all four AFC North teams.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I get you saying NFC, AFC West, or AFC North. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But also it brings you back to the draft too. So what are the Bengals thinking? Now they're a little bit limited on fucking cap space. So could they sign a fucking veteran to play middle linebacker? I don't know. Bobby Wagner's out there, but I think he costs more than a couple $1 million.
I mean, at this point, you have to restructure a couple contracts.
You hope, man. You hope. We talked about it last week. But I was kind of thinking about this the last couple of days because right now they want to fucking re-sign Dax Hill, and they want to re-sign DJ Turner to longer contracts. And we were talking about this last week, how Caleb Downs is that like if he's going to be there, let's grab him because he's just too good to pass up. Let's be honest. But then I got to thinking, and everyone's saying we're going to get that guy from LSU, defensive back, and he's a pretty slot guy in the back who can just play on his own. And I'm thinking, like, if we resign Dax Hill, what's Dax Hill known for? What did he play at Michigan? He played outside, he played inside defensive backs, he also played safety.
Well,
and like we were talking about, what's that?
I was just reading something. So the Bengals had 21 to 22.6 million in cap space. That's already taken into account for the rookie pool requirements. So that's how much they still have. So they already took that $12-13 million
out
for the rookies. So that's what they have left to spend. So now it's minus $6 million. So now they have about $15 million roughly to still play with.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going back to my scenario still either way, and I think they're predicting Caleb Downs is going to be gone. So what's Dax Hill known for? And I told you last week, Al Golden, he wants a hybrid linebacker / and guy who can play the inside slot receiver. We guard him, and Dax Hill could be that guy. You really want to sign Dax Hill to play inside?
So here's my question.
Basically be our hybrid fucking third safety.
Well, I think if you start to notice, some of the defense are going to 3 safety looks. That's what Seattle ran pretty much all year on their defense, was the 3 safeties. And I think some teams are starting to follow that for defense.
Well, it makes sense because, I mean, let's be real. The middle linebackers are primarily, I mean, yeah, they're supposed to be able to drop back into coverage, but they're there for run support. Well, the run game is decreasing. It's going to a majority of pass game. And having no safeties to prevent people from going over the top, but then also being able to step up and stop the run makes sense.
Not really, because what was the one thing the Bengals defense was known for last year that was the weakest besides tackling?
Everything.
They couldn't sack the quarterback.
Allowing the other teams to score.
A lot of things. But we were the worst team on guarding the tight ends. You think Dax Hill can guard a tight end? I'm sorry, I don't think he could.
I don't
If
think
he's gonna be a
guard anybody.
well, the thing I'm trying to say is he was good as a defensive back on the outside. Now, if we use him as a hybrid situation, and we what's the guy from LSU's name? Mansour.
Yeah.
Mansour. So if he's out there and DJ Turner are out there and they're playing 1-on-1 out there, and Jack Sills are a hybrid because Al Gordon wants a hybrid guy who could defend, who could play the inside and blitz. So basically what Hilton did for us. That's what he wants. Is Dax Hill that guy? I mean, yeah, but can he stick also a tight end who's 250, 6'4"? Can he guard him? I hope. But I mean, that's the reason again, we haven't signed a linebacker yet. I mean, crazy as it sounds, man, I hope we go for Crosby. So I know he would love to get his hands on fucking goddamn Baltimore's fucking quarterback.
Yeah, like I said, I think if the Bengals played smart, what I would do if I was them, I would go ahead, draft your first round pick, see what you got, see if you're getting a safety, see if you're getting a corner, then go to the Raiders and go, hey, look, I'll tell you what, I'll trade you my second round this year, and I'll give you a conditional second that could be a first next year, depending on how Crosby does for the Bengals that year. No, if he starts 13 games, it turns into a first-round pick. And he's got so many sacks.
I mean, I don't know if he put incentives on that, but I think if you do put incentives on that, I think the Raiders will kind of agree with you on that. I could see that because I think they just want to get rid of the contract, honestly.
Yep. So, and it's a win-win for the bank. Well, almost a win-win. Because if he comes in and he plays well, he gets us 10, 15 sacks for the year, and the Bengals actually fucking win, that means it's going to be a high draft pick anyway, right? It's going to be in the 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, hopefully 32nd pick of the draft. So, and then you're going to get a conditional third-round pick with Trey Hendrickson already, and you might get a couple conditional picks, so you can start trading them and working that way. So,
but do you really see the Bengals fucking trading fucking 2 draft picks for one fucking player? Not really. I see them going after their defensive back, using Dax Hill in the slot, because on the defensive side, and I see it in the second round they're going for a defensive end. That's my scenario in my head. Okay, unless, like you said, unless someone restructures their contract and you get another defensive tackle or you get another linebacker, that's where we're at right now. Right now, we're just playing mind games right now because we're just doing predictions from what we're reading.
Yeah, and there is a bunch of free agents still out there, but they're probably not going to do anything until closer to
draft
camp and the draft, just to see where the draft comes out at. So, and then after that, I think you'll see another round of free agents coming up and all that stuff. And how you might draft it, you might see some trades too. So,
I mean, going back to what you said, Pat, about this past weekend when Joe Burrow got hit. I mean, he was playing in that flag football game. Who did he throw a touchdown to?
D Hop.
D Hop. D Hop wants to come. He said he'd play slot for us.
I would take
What
that.
do you guys think about that?
I would do it, but I mean, we can have enough money to do it. That's the question. Although he took a $3 million contract last year, playing Baltimore, so I think he knows he's getting to that age to where he can't produce like he used to, but you know.
But do you take a fucking 1-year contract on a guy like that?
I would.
Play,
Because we don't
play
have a third
slot?
receiver. Yeah, why not? Our third receiver is who? Fucking Yoshi Voss, who
Gesicki and Yoshivash. Gesicki and Yoshivash.
I mean, Gesicki's the tight end. We don't have a third receiver. Yoshi Voss is hit and miss. One game he'll be fucking amazing. The next game he'll drop 5 passes.
That's right. That's the reason I'm ready to move on from him. Unless he could turn into a special teamer, take over because we lost Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Like I said,
special teamer, like the hands just worries me. Like he's not consistent.
that's why I said he's going to drop in the depth chart of fucking receiver. And Trubisky was doing good, and he's coming. He's a lot cheaper than Yoshivash. I mean, Trubisky
can't stay healthy.
I'm not worried about Cody. I mean, he's our blah 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 guy. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But how about those Reds?
Reds? What is tomorrow, Matt? What's tomorrow?
Opening motherfucking day.
Opening day in Cincinnati. What's it like in Cincinnati?
I'm going. You going, Josh?
Yeah, I'll be down there.
Joe, you gonna watch it on TV at least?
No.
You still protesting the Reds?
Not protest. I care less.
All right, Joe, you gotta do me a favor.
Nope.
Yep.
Here he did. He showed you the tattoo.
Yep.
Mm.
That's all you get.
Well, Joe's going to the game that has a specific bobblehead, and I'll be out of town for that bobblehead. So
yeah, I'm definitely going to that one.
Yeah, exactly. So I need you to hook me up, and you already know how to do it.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I just guessed, and I was like, yeah.
Well, I mean, I've got the whole Star Wars collection, so I got to keep it going. I can't miss one. I even got I ended up finding the R2-D2 and bought that one probably like 5 or 6 years ago, and them are hard to come by.
Yeah, I know.
How much you pay for it?
$100. So I could probably sell for $150.
Yeah, but you're not. You're gonna sell the set.
I would sell it as a set. You got to take the whole thing if I'm going to do it.
Okay, let's get back to reality. Let's talk about R2-D2. Let's talk about opening day. The Reds roster.
I'm kind of worried.
What do you think? That I get it, but I was going to ask you. What do you think? Playoff year or no playoff year?
No.
I mean, if our starting pitching is pitched the way they did in training camp, we're not making the playoffs. Playoffs?
The fuck the playoffs?
We can't even win a regular season game, and you're talking about playoffs?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
At least one regular season game.
Honestly, it's fucking amazing that we get Brady Singer last week gets a fucking blister on his finger, comes out the game. Then they're like, he'll be okay. He got it fixed. Then Friday they're like, hey, the Reds are gonna do good this year. I believe in them. Okay, and then what happens Saturday? Oh fuck. Nick fucking pitches. What happens to Nick? gets another fucking blister on his fucking finger. I mean, shit. This motherfucker needs to stop fucking jacking off with his fucking left hand. I'm telling you, man. Just go right hand, dude.
Was the Lodolo known for getting a bunch of blisters or something?
I don't know, man. I'm not a pitcher. I get it. You fucking spit on your hand. You spit on the ball. You fucking you got a dry bag there. Your hand's known for like weird ass shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is what it is. It's what he's known for. But what I'm talking about, going into fucking opening fucking day, and you have two of your fucking youngest fucking players who are proven. But fucking again, we're right. They can't stay fucking healthy. Now they're on the fucking IR. Hunter for 60. Nick for fucking 15.
Oh, they put
It's not
Lodolo
2 weeks.
for 15 for a blister?
Well, it's 10 to 15 days, so since how you do it, so it's almost 2 weeks. But yes.
Jeez. And then
So
our starting pitcher, our number one, Andrew Abbott, has not looked like Andrew Abbott all training camp or whatever.
see, I'm not basing. A lot of people say don't base fucking, the preseason, whatever we call it, spring training. Don't base those on fucking MLB the fucking numbers, because when it comes to game time, whole different scenario. Because the thing is, they're working on their mechanics, they're working on other shit, they're seeing what they do better or whatnot. So I think Andrew Abbott is going to be top notch this year, also. But to be our starter on opening day against Boston Red Sox, against that lineup, you better bring his A game. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
I mean, in the bank and the Reds, they have to start off fast this year. They can't do what they've done in the last few years. Start slow. They have to start fast because the end of the year, our schedule is brutal again. So we got to start fast. We got to start winning games and getting a lead in that division.
well, that's what they said. They said that's what I was trying to also do too. But I forgot I had a brain fart there. They said the month of April we should at least hopefully be 500 at the end of the month. But with two of our starters out and two of our other starters on fucking pitch counts, because one's going to come in after the other and be a long reliever, but I don't. I got to see how Tito's going to do this. That's why I believe in Tito. I do. He made the playoffs his first year, and he's proven he's a good veteran coach. He don't talk shit. He's honest, and he takes his faults as he comes along. But, dude, you got some fucking shit to deal with. And like last year, our starting pitcher staff was awesome. Offense wasn't the best, but now since we got Suarez, is our offense will be better than our pitching, which is going to suffer. Our bullpen got better. I mean, what are we going to be good at? What are we going to be bad at? I mean, something's going to suffer. You can't be good at all three phases: offense, defense, or offense, long pitching, and relief. You cannot be at all three. Something's going to suffer, and I think it's going to be a starting pitching.
Yeah, and that's when the Reds thought that's where the strength was going to be as the starting pitcher, and now it looks like it's not.
Well, I mean, you basically have three guys coming off of fucking Tommy John surgery, and was it Aguilar, and then fucking Williamson. Well, just 2 out of 3. Then Larry didn't really pitch. Louder didn't really pitch much last year because of his injuries. So he's on a pitch count. Then Chase Barnes is on a pitch count. Like, dude, in the fucking 80s and 90s, these pitchers were pitching 3 to 200 innings per fucking year. Now it's like to get 150 innings, dude, that's golden. That is the best right now. It's like we fucking babies. We put more pressure on the bullpen than anything else. So it's like, hopefully our bullpen turns off, man. I mean, we spent a lot of money in the offseason. for some good fucking relievers. Hopefully they turn it up.
No, I agree with you. I mean, hopefully the money we spent on relievers and getting another bat and Suarez, that ends up paying off for us. But I guess
Well,
we'll see how we do.
That's another thing too they're talking about with Suarez. So you got Suarez, who they said is going to bat fourth and protect fucking Cruz, but now they're talking about putting Sal Stewart in the fourth spot and putting Suarez in the fifth spot because of the strikeouts. What the fuck? I mean, you sign a home run hitter to be a home run hitter. I mean, can Sal Stewart be our home run hitter? He could. I mean, fuck, he hit 20 in the minor leagues last year. Then he hit 5 in major leagues last year at 50 at bats or 50 games. So, is he going to tear it up? I mean, I think it's a lot of pressure to put fucking Sal Stewart in the fourth spot. Honestly, I think the guy's going to play every day. You know, he lost 20 pounds in the offseason, and he's looking to prove himself a lot better, be an everyday starter. But Suarez is just natural. Sorry. I would say keep Suarez in the fourth spot. And there's a lot of strikeouts between Ellie and him. I think Ellie needs to fucking step the fuck up and stop striking out that much. Then, to be honest,
I told you he's not a superstar, but everybody thinks he is.
I'm not saying he's a superstar, Josh. Get off that fucking episode. I know what you're talking about, but hey, it's fine. He thinks he's a superstar. That's the reason inside. That's the reason inside the $300 million contract with us. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be worth that money. I'm sorry. I would not. Even he's 23 years old, 24 years old. The kid is not worth a $200 million contract. He has not shown enough to be worth $200 million, $300 million.
I mean, I think $300 million for 10 years would be great for him, but he thinks he's going to get better money out there. I mean, I don't know how many years were on that contract, but I know $300 million was on the contract.
He goes through 2029. I think we have him too, technically.
Yeah, so like after that, he could have got $300 million. That's the reason I looked at Hunter Green's fucking signing. I was like, yeah, that's great. He's like number 19 on the fucking. What's that?
So I was surprised he signed that for that cheap of a deal.
I mean, who else is going to? You never know what's going to fucking happen. That's guaranteed money. Like that's the reason I'm still. Ellie is bouncing on his fucking greatness as a youthful player who makes a lot of errors at shortstop, strikes out a lot.
250 hitter.
Yeah, 250, but he went like 50-something games, 50 plus games without a home run last year. Like, fuck, dude, you're betting a lot of shit. Like, here's a $300 million contract. Sign it, man. Play for this team. But he wants to go to like a fucking flashy-ass team because he's a flashy-ass guy, but I'm glad we got him. I mean, he is good for our city. He's going to sell tickets. But I think Suarez, by signing with us, is going to be huge. You got to keep him in the fourth spot. I'm sorry. You just got to.
Yeah, I mean,
You just got to.
Or I didn't say you move Elliott to number 2, McLean up number 1. Then you put Suarez at number 3 and Sal Stewart at 4.
Nah, that'd just be stupid right there, honestly. At that point, you might as well put Sal Stewart at 3 then. There's no reason to take Friedel out of the fucking number 1 spot. Friedel's proven. He's really good. As long as he's, and I think this year by fucking having, I forgot his name. Lane, I think it's his name. To help out, play center field. So I think that helped out a lot. Put TJ Friedel. I mean, shit, you might see TJ Friedel tomorrow in fucking left field, from what I'm hearing. I mean, Marte is not that good against left-handed pitching at all. We got out to the pitcher tomorrow, and it looks like Spencer Steer might be starting in right field tomorrow. So I still haven't seen the starting lineup, but
Let's wrap this show up.
bedtime.
Yep, I think it's bedtime now.
All
Yeah.
right.
Long day tomorrow.
All right. Well, welcome to a long another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio. Till next time, I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. We got Have You Seen My Baseball? AKA Josh.
Have you seen my baseball?
Seen My Baseball.
Great movie, by the way.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide, it ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.